Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Sector for Nerds. I'm Ryan Brower, and today we are going to be reacting to WatchMojo's top 10 darkest moments in the Star Wars franchise. It's been a while since we've reacted to a WatchMojo top 10 list, so you know what? I thought we'd check out another one here today. For those of you guys who aren't subscribed to WatchMojo, I highly encourage that you guys do so. These guys come out with new lists like every single day, like at least 3 or 4 videos, like not just Star Wars, but we're talking like everything imaginable. It's really impressive when you think about it. So yeah, today we're gonna be checking out this video here, and I'll kind of give you guys like my thoughts on their list after we're done, and we'll kind of compare and contrast my list to theirs, and then you guys in the comments can come up with your own lists if you'd like as well of what you think the top 10 darkest moments in Star Wars are, and if you guys have any thoughts about my list or WatchMojo's list. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get into this video.
Chosen one!
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 darkest moments in the Star Wars franchise.
This was a pretty crazy moment.
They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them.
I feel like Order 66 has to be probably the darkest, if not one of the top, like, darkest moments. Curious to see what they got, though.
We'll be discussing key plot points, so this is your spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, guys, if you haven't seen Star Wars, you know.
Don't let the hate flow through you. Tell us about it in the comments. Number 10. The Heroes All Die. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Gareth Edwards' Star Wars anthology film has several dark moments. There's the destruction of Jeddah, and the terrifying scene in which Darth Vader
open
cuts
fire!
Through rebel troops. But the fate
Still
of
my
movie's
favorite
heroes
Vader scene,
strikes
honestly.
The darkest note of all. Led by Jyn Erso, a plucky group of rebels goes rogue to retrieve the Death Star's plans from an Imperial base on Scarif, with little hope of making it out alive.
I feel like Rogue One is such an underrated Star Wars movie. I feel like it's not talked about enough in the Star Wars community these days.
While they succeed in
I
their
absolutely
mission,
love this
they
movie.
all perish on Scarif. It's tough to watch, but still, it does add to the feeling that these are Star Wars. Not everyone makes it out alive. Number 9. MAUL and Savage slaughter a village. Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Oh yeah.
The Clone Wars may be animated, but it can still be incredibly dark. Unsurprisingly, one of the most
Who cares if it's animated? Animated shit can still be dark.
After returning from his long
Like, look at what the DC animated universe is doing right now. Like, Apocalypse War was rated R, you know? Like, just because it's animated doesn't mean it has to be kids stuff.
On a remote world.
I say it all the time, I think Clone Wars definitely grew with its audience.
He then records himself murdering the inhabitants,
and Bad Batch continues to grow with that audience, you know.
Face me. Come alone, and if you do not, this world will burn.
We don't see it on screen, but the bodies collapsing and the burning village make it crystal clear.
I am surprised you could have forgotten me so easily after I killed your master and you left me for dead on Naboo.
Number 8. Anakin burns. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Anakin's duel with Obi-Wan Kenobi takes the franchise to a bleak place. Literally, since Mustafar isn't exactly hospitable. Admittedly, the last moments of their fight have become something of a meme.
This is true. I have the high ground.
But Anakin's
You know it.
fate is incredibly grim. Obi-Wan cuts Anakin's legs off when his former apprentice tries to leap over him. The fledgling Darth Vader then falls close to the lava river and slowly gets cooked alive. And rather than helping Anakin or even putting him out of his misery, Obi-Wan takes his lightsaber and leaves his former friend to burn to death. Number 7. Kylo Ren's patricide. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Kylo Ren is a villain cut from the same cloth as Vader. The odd tantrum aside.
Well, I mean, Anakin threw tantrums too, so, I mean, it's not that far off.
And like Vader, his character becomes more complex when his origins are revealed. Once named Ben Solo, he is the son of Han Solo and Leia Organa. This relationship is brought to the forefront when he confronts Han on a bridge at Starkiller Base. Torn between his love for his family and the dark side, Kylo makes his choice and kills his own father.
I still think it was Han that did it, honestly.
Not only is the death
Because
of
he
Han
couldn't bring
Solo
himself to
upsetting
do
and
it.
shocking, but the fact that it
And
was
that's
his
why
own
he says
son
thank
who killed
you.
him makes an already tragic moment even more awful. Number 6, the massacre of the Night Sisters.
Yeah, I was
Star
thinking
Wars,
about this
The
one
Clone
maybe being
Wars.
on the list.
The Night Sisters of Dathomir are dark side users who use the Force in ways that are akin to magic. After they betray Count Dooku, the Separatist leader orders General Grievous to wipe them out.
Yeah, this was a dark episode of Clone Wars.
The battle itself is fairly dark since the Night Sisters create an army of the dead to battle the droid army. But it gets much
Yeah, no.
worse.
Go and lead us to victory.
The genocidal massacre of the Night Sisters leaves almost no survivors. The battle droids may be considered a joke most of the time, but they are instruments of tragic atrocity here.
Yeah. I mean, as far as we know, all the Night Sisters
Number 5,
were wiped
Anakin
out.
slaughters the Tusken
Yeah,
Raiders.
this was another
Star
one I
Wars
was thinking.
Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Oh,
Anakin Skywalker's
you look at the Night
homecoming to
Sisters,
Tatooine
Ventress
is
was like
quite
the only
dramatic.
survivor. And then
And
there
not
was
just because of all the
Marin
sin.
from Jedi
He
Fallen
discovers
Order,
that
but
although his mother
I think
was
that's
freed
it.
from slavery, she's been kidnapped by Tusken Raiders. He manages to get to her, only for her to die in his arms.
That's rough.
Filled with grief, Anakin goes berserk and begins killing the Tuskens. By his own admission to Padme later, he kills all of them in the camp, even the children.
And not just the men,
I just can't take this scene seriously.
but
Just
the
because
women
of the memes, you know.
and the children too.
Like, this is such
This
a
was
dark
bold
moment, and
choice
it's just
from George
like,
Lucas, to say
the
the
way that
least.
it's, I don't
And
know.
It makes you seriously question Padme's choice to stay with Anakin and have his kids.
Yeah,
Number 4,
that's another
Owen
thing, by
and
the way.
Beru's deaths. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Growing up, Luke Skywalker's aunt and uncle are the only family he knows. They're caring and maybe a little overprotective, but on Tatooine, that's probably a good thing.
He has too much of his father in him.
Tragically, when Owen decides to purchase 2 droids from Jawas, it puts him in the crosshairs of the Empire.
Oh, wait, Luke! It's too dangerous!
After Luke and Obi-Wan discover that stormtroopers have killed the Jawas, Luke rushes back to find his home burned and Owen and Beru's charred bones outside it.
That was in a PG movie, by the way.
Most heroes' journeys begin with the loss of parental figures, but this is an especially brutal way to go about it. Number 3, Anakin kills the younglings. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
So are we...
After falling to the dark side,
Is
and
this
being
cla-
minted
is it-
as
should
Darth
this be
Vader by
classified
Darth
as
Sidious,
Order 66?
Anakin Skywalker is charged with leading an
I don't
attack
know.
on the Jedi Temple.
Because I feel like Order 66 as a whole, I think, should be the darkest
We'll
moment.
go into more detail on that mission soon, but the big
Let's
moment
see.
here
Yeah,
is
okay,
when
I feel like
Anakin
they're
comes
gonna
across
have
a group
something
of
else later on
children
the list.
hiding in the council chamber. These young Jedi in training innocently look to the heroic Jedi for guidance, and Anakin ignites his lightsaber.
Do you think we're gonna get footage of this somehow in Kenobi, in like a flashback
You
or
don't
something?
see it happen, but the implication
You know what
is
I mean?
clear,
I don't
and
know.
Obi-Wan confirms it later.
If Hayden
Most
Christensen
things
Christensen is gonna be in that show, there's gotta be some flashback scenes, I would assume. Could be wrong, but...
We know it isn't Anakin's first time committing this kind of crime, but it is no less upsetting. Number 2, the destruction of Alderaan. Star Wars
Oh, I didn't
Episode
even think
4,
about
A
this.
New
Yeah,
Hope.
of course.
After Princess Leia is
Shit,
captured
I didn't
by
even-
Imperial forces,
yeah.
she's brutally interrogated
No, I'm with
by
you,
Darth
WatchMojo,
Vader
I'm with you.
with the help of an interrogator droid. Since she still refuses to give up the location of the rebel base, Grand Moff Tarkin threatens to blow up her home planet Alderaan. Leia pretends to give up the base's location, but Tarkin destroys Alderaan anyway.
Dantooine.
killing
They're on
billions of people,
Dantooine.
including Leia's adoptive father and mother.
Yeah, that's rough.
The scale of that kind of death is just horrific. The Force Awakens would up the ante by having Starkiller Base wipe out an entire star system.
Oh, yeah, why would that not be on the list? Yeah, I feel like this should be another one that should be on there.
Darkly iconic and memorable about the first time in the franchise we witnessed this sort of massive destructive power.
Okay, but true, but they murdered more than just one
We unveil
planet.
our top pick. Here are some dark honorable mentions. Killing the Informant.
Oh
Rogue
yeah,
One,
I remember
a
this.
Star Wars
Dude, I
story.
remember watching this
Cassian
first time,
calls
like,
the man
holy
down
shit.
Before gunning him down.
We'll be alright.
Like, he just straight up killed him.
Operation Cinder. Various. A contingency plan by the Emperor to have worlds bombarded after his death.
Yep.
We lost our whole division out there. Man, that was like 10,000 people.
Dude, this was
Cad
such a
Bane
good scene in the
tortures
Mando.
a Jedi to death. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. This bounty hunter is absolutely brutal.
Hit him again. Full power.
I remember this.
I'm not sure how much more of this he can take.
Breaking
Are you a medical
Obi-Wan's
thread? Then
spirit.
step back and
Star
shut
Wars:
up.
The Clone Wars. Slavers
Oh, this is
keep
where
the
they
Jedi
murder a
in line
bunch
by
of
killing
slaves,
other
right?
slaves.
Yeah. Dude, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, shit. Unbelievable. Yeah, that was pretty dark.
Ezra goes dark side. Star Wars
Yeah,
Rebels.
yeah, this
the
was-
teenage Jedi
this was
forces
crazy
a
too.
stormtrooper to kill his comrades and himself.
Dude, I love the music in this scene too. Sabina's like, what? And then he makes the walker jump or hop off of the platform and fall to its death.
You have the
Like, how
option to be
dark can you
notified for
get?
Original videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Order 66.
Okay, here we go.
Various.
All right.
In the culmination of his scheme to destroy the Jedi, the soon-to-be Emperor Palpatine orders the clone troopers to execute Order 66. This directive sees them betray and murder every Jedi in the galaxy.
Yeah,
including the ones
to me,
who
this
serve
would
under
probably
them.
have to be the darkest,
Order 66.
probably the darkest moment in
Not
Star
only
Wars
is this
history.
weak because it's the systematic extermination
Just because,
of the Jedi,
right, you're
it's
wiping
also appalling
out
because of what was done to the
an
clone
entire
troopers.
race of people, essentially, right? Like, there were, what, 10,000 Jedi? Instantaneously just gone,
As
all
we
like that,
learn in Clone
you know?
Wars, they've been conditioned with chips in their brains to become unwilling instruments in killing their friends.
I
and
guess
superiors.
close could be, like, the destruction of Alderaan or the destruction of the New Republic.
Rex?
No. I'll do
This is more sad than
Rex.
dark.
What's happening?
Stay back.
There isn't even
Rex
a
crying,
word
man,
for this
just-
level of evil. Do you agree with our picks? Check
All
out
right,
this
let's
other
talk
recent
about it,
clip from
guys.
WatchMojo.
Okay, so if we're gonna base something on it being dark, based off of like mass killings, if you will, then I feel like that moment in Force Awakens where they wipe out the entire, what's it, like the Hasdian system or something like that. They wiping out that many people on like it's such a larger scale than just wiping out Alderaan. That would probably be one of the darkest moments in Star Wars. I think for me though, Order 66 probably, I think, would still have to be the darkest for me because it's not just about killing a mass group of people. It's also about taking another mass group of people, and taking away all of their personality, all of their free will, and it's gone just like that. And of course, I'm talking about the clones. So I think in terms of something being dark, I think Order 66 for me just takes the cake because not only is there that mass murder factor, but then there's also that mind control factor too. Yeah, and guys, we're currently going through Bad Batch right now. I really hope that we can turn more clones back to to the light side, if you will. And I mean, if they like got into like a battle or something with stormtroopers, like that'd be amazing. If that's something that ends up happening in Bad Batch, who knows? But with some of the other moments on this list, I definitely think, like, when they said Alderaan, I'm like, oh yeah, I agree with that. But then when they're like, oh yeah, and then there was this Force Awakens moment, we don't have that on the list, but it's like, oh, maybe that should have been. I'm curious though, what do you guys think? What do you guys think should be on the list? Any moments that they didn't mention on here that we didn't think about? The thing with Anakin murdering the Sand People and stuff, that scene was definitely dark, but it's just like every time I hear like, and not just the men, but the women and the children too, like I can't take it seriously, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that's Star Wars' fault or if that's just like the memes and stuff, because even when I watch like It's Over Anakin, I Have the High Ground, like I know it's a meme, but it's also like a serious moment for me too. But I feel like that scene in Attack of the Clones, it just, I can't do it anymore. I just can't. What other moments did they have on this list? I'm trying to remember back. They had Maul murdering people, a village of people. That was pretty dark. Rogue One, everybody dying. Yeah, agree with that. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, you guys, I can't say I really disagree with much that was on this list. But like I said, I'm curious. I'm curious about. Oh, geez, hold on. Oh, excuse me. I'm curious to see what you guys thought. So yeah, be sure to let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this list. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this video around as it really helps support the channel, and I will see you guys next time.
This is the way.
This is the way.